I'm really happy to be here. Thank you that I may present you my favorite topic. And first of all, I would like to say I'm deeply impressed by your work of the ADSI and Professor Bonn, because this topic is so important for the topic healthy longevity. And healthy longevity is a mega trend, which has been developed in the last years enormously. So, healthy longevity, the next big thing for business, society, health systems, and for everybody. And I'd like to give you a short overview. I have 40 minutes, and I'm precisely. I would like to start with advertising. Thank you. You gave a little overview. Aging is Curable is my first book. Rejuvenation is Possible, the Rejuvenation Cookbook, and then the Rejuvenation Plan. And now I'm working on, this is all popular science. I'm working on future therapies, Stay Young, and on the next book as well, which is what is now possible to do in practice, Stay Young, Stop of Advertising. The topic is a little bit devalued in public opinion. Often I'm hearing, oh, that's only something for the rich. It's not affordable. So young people dream of being rich, and rich people dream of being young, and they are able to rejuvenate, the others not. That's not true. The newest insights say there are so many lifestyle factors you can use to improve your healthy longevity. That's cheap. But what we are needing is money from rich people to invest. We need investors. I will give you a short overview about investments in recent times. I'm sure you heard about Altus Labs, which is an investment of $3 billion. Jeff Bezos, among others, they are working, and they have brought in the best scientists worldwide with salaries, fantastic. And they are working on rejuvenation, epigenetic reprogramming. I will show you an example now. Then only an example as well, timeline, 66 million secured by L'Oreal and Nestle. They are now funding a system and products into a leading longevity consumer health brand for everybody. Or Sam Altman, OpenAI founder, he invested $180 million into retro biosciences. I was there in the Bay Area and met the people who are running this company. They are researching on 3 different ways for rejuvenation. It's a little bit weird, really. And Arena Bioworks is another example. Billionaires are investing $500 million into research of epigenetic engineering, epigenetic engineering and genetic engineering, and also antibodies and new drugs. It's really impressive. And to have a little insight what Altus Labs is planning, the $3 billion investment, they are very closed shop. You haven't any information what they are doing. But I have here an example from the Max Planck Institute in Germany for Herz- und Lungenforschung. What are they working on? You see on the left side a heart of a mouse. And you know, I'm sure, that heart cells are not able to divide when you are several months old. They are not able to divide anymore. So we are not able to get heart cancer. And then when they are brought into a heart attack, the cells are dying. And you know what then happens. And now, when you are putting on, when you are adding OPKSM, OSKM, you can mix it, 4 factors, the Yamanaka factors. Yamanaka received the Nobel Prize for this. When you are adding on in these cells, these factors, they are rejuvenating. So until they are able to divide. And the tissue around this heart attack zone, they are able to divide again, and so a healing process is started. That's what Altos Labs is working on. They want to rejuvenate organs, liver, kidney, whatever, 30 years by 40 years, whatever. But this process has to be stopped, this Yamanaka factors. And otherwise, the heart cells would die because they forget what they are for, heart function. So, investments in other markets compared to longevity investments was very interesting. So, longevity investments overtook as well biotech and fintech. Very interesting. Now it's going down. World economy is a little bit shaky, and also major success rejuvenation therapies are missing until today. So when the first unicorn is born in that field, the investments will explode again. But I think we can assume the longevity industry will be the largest industry in human history in the next 20 years. Jose Cordero is the author of the book, The Death of the Death, but he's also a very successful businessman, also in science. So I would like to show, hopefully I'm not under-challenging you and you know everything already. When you would like to develop rejuvenation therapies, you have to measure rejuvenation. And now we have the first instruments, the epigenetic clock. What is it doing? It's a slightly different clock. It's working on reading out the methylations on our DNA. And the methylations are stop signs on our DNA, which means they are determining which genes are read out and which genes not. And these are typical patterns for every age. So the epigenetic clock is reading out the typical patterns of your age. It's reading out the biological age. So you see here a 40-year-old man, and you see here a 40-year-old man who is 45 in biological age. You see, he's a little bit fat, he's not moving. So today we know that 75% of your biological age is determined by lifestyle factors like sleep, like nutrition, like exercise, like mental resilience. And you can read out with the epigenetic clock if somebody has a higher biological age as chronological age or a lower one. And that means, okay, when you have a higher biological age, your life expectancy is lower. And we have a lower biological age, your life expectancy is higher. I took 2 epigenetic tests, one with saliva and one with blood, and I'm 6 years younger. I'm very happy, but this can change fastly. Depends on lifestyle factors. 25% of our aging process are determined by genetic. So, Now we are looking a little bit deeper into the cell biology of aging, and we are looking on that with a big frustration. It's frightening. You cannot imagine. The insights and findings are exploding. And I give you only some examples, a selection of hallmarks of aging, which are now set by the science. Cell divisions disorders, telomere shortening, DNA damage mutations, stem cell exhaustion, loss of protein quality, inflammation, weakening of the immune system, mitochondrial dysfunction, senescent cells and zombie cells are increasing. Yeah, we are getting into a big depression, and I would like to go deeper into that. We have, when we look at our aging processes, 3 cell competencies which are weakening, only very short. The cell competence renewal is decreasing. Renewal, you know, all mitosis. And we have this process, which is very complex in our body every second, 50 million times. 50 million cells are dying and 50 million cells are being produced. And when that process is decreasing, is collapsing, so stem cells are aging, DNA repair system is defective, and zombie cells also increase. The second competence, the energy supply, our mitochondria. We have billions and billions in our cells, and the mitochondrial power is decreasing round about 1% by year. What means when we are from the 25th year on. So that means at 60, round about 50% less performance of our mitochondria. And also the mitochondrial dynamic declines, but this is a special topic. Then the third cell competence, detoxification and recycling, decreases as well. So the cleaning and also the recycling of all stuff in our cells is decreasing. And this means waste materials accumulate in the cells, and also we have less building material, less energy compounds for our energy. So the cells could die. This is what happens in our body over the years. Aging becomes a disease. On the left side, you see primary aging. You don't feel anything. It's okay, but your cell competencies are decreasing. And then from a certain point on, the secondary aging is beginning. And that means a clear definition of disease. And here you see all the age-related diseases. I think I don't have to mention them in detail. So, what follows? Lifespan is now worldwide increasing incredibly. Since 1960, 19 years. You see it here. Oh, sorry. Here. We had 1960, a life expectancy of 54, in this century, 73. What means lifespan is increasing, but health span as well, not. You see, here we have moderate health and poor health, 50%, and the suffering at the end of your life is increasing. How does it increase? Multi-morbidity is also more and more increasing. You see, I am always mixing up here. You see here on the right, at the age of 70 up to 85, 80% of all people have 2 up to 5+ diseases. Altogether, multi-morbidity. What it means also for you, Mrs. Hagerle, it's incredible. The costs are exploding. And you see it here. This is, these dates are from Germany. Medical development increases very much, but the costs as well. And states will not be able to come up for all these costs in future. What is the aim of longevity research and development? You see it here. This is 2019, and this perhaps 2030 or a little bit more. Not to extend lifespan, but to expand health span, which means less suffering at the end of your life. And Eric Worden, the renowned CEO of Buck Institute for Research on Aging in California, he sets a realistic goal: 15 to 70 more healthy years, but not a higher, longer lifespan. So what can we do now and in future? The pyramid of longevity. There is a lot of studies about nutrition, sleep, breathing, heat-cold stimulus, exercise, mental resilience, what it means for a healthy, long life. And this we can bring in a broad audience, and that's also my job to do that, to help people to change their lives, knowing that they have more healthy lives at the end, years at the end of their life. Then dietary supplements, hormone replacement therapy is playing a big role, and future therapies are coming now. You saw there are big investments, but they are not on the market yet. So now we are entering in the geroprotectors. That means also herbal active ingredients. The new active ingredients and the new therapies, which are so impressive. Geroprotectors, I guess, you know this expression. It's gero means age, and protecting from age are these substances. So I put this list on herbal food supplements, phytochemicals, classic dietary supplements, vitamins, minerals, etc. The body's own active ingredients, NAD+, coenzyme Q10, AKG, etc. Human hormones, but not only sex hormones, and also then classic medications, mostly anti-diabetics like metformin, etc. Starting with the herbal, with your topic, herbal food supplements. Hopefully you are so familiar with these compounds. Hopefully that's okay for you. The traditional healing methods, they have experience. Ayurveda, TCM, naturopathy, and the officially approved traditional herbal medicinal products, they have been used effectively for more than 30 years, so they are officially approved. But the new ones, not, and they are not able to. And then we have tens, thousands of studies. Curcumin, for example, 18,036 papers. That are all the pluses. And side effects may occur with a strong overdose, but it's not really important. The negatives. Only a few clinical studies on humans are available. Who invests hundreds of millions into compounds and into the research? If you have to divide it then, or if other manufacturers may this phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 results use. So we will have to be content that we will not have a lot of approvals for these compounds, like the new ones, resveratrol. It's not working again, but you see it here. Yes. Resveratrol, pterostilbene, astaxanthin, berberine, fisetin, quercetin, fucoidan, urolithin A, EGCG, curcumin, and a lot of more compounds. I have now 9 minutes, so I will pass the bioavailability topic very fastly. And I guess you are very well informed. The big problem is the bioavailability. So I will, you know what a hurdle race it is for the compounds into our blood and into the cells. And for example, coenzyme Q10, 95% is not used in our body. What can we do? So to increase bioavailability, you know that, methods. With liposomes, you have the fat-soluble ingredients here and the water-soluble here, and they are passing the intestinal wall very well. And there are liposomal active ingredients commercially available. You have the mice cells. They are here. They are very small, and a small amount of fat-loving active ingredients may pass. You have the SoloSmart micellation, which means they are huge. There is a lot of active ingredient which may pass, but they are not stable for a long time. And you have the cyclodextrins, which are very small, but helping also to pass, look here, 40 times more efficiently, curcumin and coenzyme Q10, 18-fold. And the oxidative stress, I guess this is not your topic, you know everything, but what is very interesting also for a broad audience is that this, what a free radical is, you know, what an antioxidant is, you know, but here, how the phytochemicals are working and how the free radicals are working, this is new and this is quite new. And this is very important to know. Here you see a free radical in the cell will increase the protection mechanisms like DNA repair, strengthening immune system, inflammation inhibition, and also to decrease and to trap free radicals. What polyphenols are doing is a mimicking. They are not destroying tissues or cells like free radicals. They are mimicking free radicals, but they are not aggressive. They are also raising these protection mechanisms, which means 80% vegetable nutrition always. I'm doing that. 80% of my nutrition is vegetables, but I know what they are doing. And something which is also quite new is this. This is not proven. But there are some insights, and I think it's really interesting. Here you see the DNA methylation. What the metabolites of the herbal compounds may do is to help the cell to stay like it is, and the DNA as well, not to shift the stop signs on the DNA. And when you think of tumor genes, when tumor genes are stopped by these stop signs, by shifting with age, they are not working anymore. And so what we think is that the epigenetic shift of stop signs is blocked by metabolism, metabolites of our phytochemicals. Have a look on classical food supplements. The new insights. Have you heard about or from the study of the ADSI in Zurich, the Do Health study? It's Europe's largest aging study from 2012 until 2018. 2,200 participants, aged 70 years and more, from 5 countries. And they got, this is, by the way, evaluated until now, daily 2,000 international units vitamin D, 1 gram omega-3, and a 30 minutes muscle training 3 times per week. These people, they had no vitamin D deficiency. They were healthy, and they got these drugs. And the result is stunning. 61% fewer cases of cancer across all types of cancer. More classical supplements with new knowledge profile, NAC, glycine, chondroitin, glucosamine, taurine, creatine. There's a lot of work going on. This, perhaps, hopefully, it's new or not. So, when we are getting older, the bioavailability of several compounds is going down. So we have less stomach acid, vitamin B12, iron, calcium, magnesium are not very good absorbed in our body. Also, the intestinal mucosa can become inflammatory. The leaky gut, you know. So fewer supplements are resorbed and absorbed, which means perhaps we have to take more when we are getting older. And also medication. Medications to treat reflux, proton pump inhibitors reduce the absorption of vitamin B12, iron, calcium, magnesium. So if you take something like that, think about. Also, the physicians have to know that. Metformin lowers the absorption of B12. Statins inhibit the body's production of coenzyme Q10. So when you're getting older, you have to be aware more supplements. And next point, the body's own active ingredients with important control functions. This is, in the healthy longevity field, a huge field to fill up these compounds because they are massively lost with age. From the age of 25 on, you are losing for your mitochondrial work and for your energy production, you are losing NAD+, you are losing alpha-ketoglutarate and coenzyme Q10 massively. That means that your mitochondrial function is going down, and you heard 1% per year when you're getting older. Cell cleaning, autophagy, spermidine we have in our, spermidine we have in our body. We are producing it by ourselves. We are eating it with some food, some nutrition. But it's going down. So other active ingredients like taurine and creatine are going down. So to add them is a good idea. But there is no conclusive scientific evidence of their effectiveness for any of the active ingredients. Not classical clinical studies, but worldwide they are working on. One example, coenzyme Q10. When you see here in the liver, it's not decreasing a lot, but in the lung, in the kidneys, and in the heart, pretty much, when you're getting older. Coenzyme Q10 has a lousy bioavailability, so the methods for increasing bioavailability are really, really important. or the NAD plus booster for our cellular power station. Very important. You see here we have in the respiratory chain, we have here Q10. If you have less, it's a problem. And here you have the NAD+, which means you need more when you're getting older. What to do? Here you have that, what you need, and the bioavailability of NAD+ is very lousy, so you are looking for the precursors. Some longevity centers are giving you in the blood directly, in the vein, NAD+, but this is really tricky, and people who are working seriously are not recommending that. So what you can do is to take the vitamin B3. Now NR is very, I also take it, is very modern to take it. NMN is currently not approved. Here we have the niacin, we have the nicotinamide, we have the, yes, this I have also to mention. And we have here the NR and the NMN. These both are the most interesting drugs nowadays. And the sirtuins, perhaps you have heard about, they are the longevity enzymes, and they need NAD+ as well, not only our mitochondria. And they eat NAD+, and also C38, which is very important. So to rise your NAD+ level when you're getting older, it's really, really important. Spermidine as well. So is a booster when you are taking it. We have here one manufacturer of spermidine. The bioavailability is quite good. And there are several studies which are telling us, okay, to take in some spermidine when you're getting older makes sense, especially for your heart cells, for your immune cells, and also for your cognition. Bioavailability, 85%. That's okay. So let's look into the future. What will come? The future therapies. This is something you have to be aware. Here we are, nutritional supplements, hormone therapies. We have to fill up melatonin as well, perhaps also, growth hormone. Medications, a lot are now developed. Epigenetic reprogramming, Altos Labs. Blood plasma therapies, so to filter out old particles and to recharge you with new plasma. Very interesting. Stem cells therapies are on the market now, and they are developing very fastly. Fecal transplants, also. Old microbiome makes you old. Young microbiome is very good. So how do you change that? Gene therapies, organoids, fighting zombie cells which are cells who decided not to die, but to produce inflammatory products and compounds, which is very important for the inflammation aging. So how can I fight them, to combat them? Mitochondria from the bioreactor. Our mitochondria are getting older. What are we doing? We are taking young mitochondria and by injection? Or are we taking mitochondria out of our muscles, concentrate them, and inject them in muscles which are decreasing, like the heart. There are very, very interesting works from startups in Zurich and also in the Bay Area. And this will be the future. One-fits-all medicine will not be the one. Personalized medicine, personalized precision medicine, that's the future. You will take biomarkers by blood and saliva, microbiome. You will take a genome analysis, a full genome sequencing, an epigenome analysis, transcriptome, proteome, metabolome, and much more, and it has to be algorithm-based. And then you can set up a biomarker-based therapy, which has quite low side effects, which has a quite efficiency, and then a good effectiveness for quite everybody. So now we have 5 minutes for questions. 3 minutes. Thank you very much. That we don't have to forget. Everything is going to be all right. This is my word of mouth at the end of every show, but not by itself. Thank you very much.